All right. All right, Las Vegas. Good morning. Greg DeVille back in the studio right here at Power 88. So excited to share more great information with you. Listen, it's a beautiful Monday. A little nippy out. Nonetheless, it's very, very nice outside, and I'm having lots of fun helping many, many families. We've helped thousands of families thus far, and we're so excited to help you. Listen, if you're on a notice of default, meaning I'm getting a lot of calls, people are behind in their mortgage, and you know what? Life happens. And that's okay because if life happens, guess what I want to do? I want to help you get the equity that may be in your home. You've got to make a call. Get a pen, tell a friend, 702-787-7559. That's the number you want to call. Greg DeVille, DeVille Realty Group, right here at Power 88 on this beautiful Monday morning. And what a great day it is. Listen, so selling your home is easy and we can get it done fairly quickly with the right price. Understand, anything can sell if it has the right price. You ever been to a yard sale and just it couldn't sell because it was priced too high? But the right price, I don't really need it, but you end up buying it. So that's like anything, So we can sell your home. Now, many of you have equity in your home, and here's what I want to be able to do. If you have the equity that's in your home, I want you to be able to take that equity. Let's get into another home. Maybe you've been there very, very long time, 15, 10 years. You, I meet families that have been retired and still living in the same home, but you have equity. So here's a way you can capitalize on your equity. Or maybe you love your home, but you don't want to sell it. But again, you have that equity in your home. I'd like to be able to show you how that you're able to take the equity, get into investment properties, allow the equity to work for you. Now, there are fourplexes that you can get into. Now, there are property management groups that can handle the, monthly maintenance, if you will. You get it on a home warranty, so you don't have to worry about expensive maintenance issues that may arise because it's on a home warranty. Many people say, well, I don't want to deal with the problem of, so there are several answers. Again, property management, home warranties that will help, kind of take care of that property for you. However, there's an investment there that you can purchase on or at least from the equity you have in your property. So again, the number to call is 702-787-7559. Greg DeVille, DeVille Realty Group. Now, we want to also talk about creating wealth through equity. How many of you are aware that when you're renting a home, you're paying a mortgage? You heard it correctly. You're renting a home, but you're paying a mortgage. You're just paying someone else's mortgage. So my job is to make you aware how to get into home ownership with no money down. If I could sell you a home with no money down, would you purchase it? That's the question I posed today. Would you purchase the home if I could sell it to you with no money down? There are programs available. If we don't use this money, we lose this money. This funding is allocated for the first-time home buyer. Now, someone just said, well, I can't be a first-time home buyer because I've owned a home already. Well, let me say this to you. If you have not owned a home in the last 3 years, you are considered a first-time home buyer. Let me say that again. If you have not owned a home in the last 3 years, you are a first-time home buyer. So what does that mean? That means I can get you into that home, again, no money down, and as low as a 3.5 interest rate, 3.5 down payment. A 3.5 down payment. What does that mean to you? That means that's the lowest down payment you can get. Sometimes we're getting 3% down. There are some lender credits, many cases that we can also get offered to you from the lender. So understand, we're a real estate company. My job as a real estate broker is to get homeowners approved so that we can help you get into the home of your dream or the home that you like. Because your first home may not be your dream home. I want to take the word dream out. When we talk about your first home, unless you're already rolling in the dollars, and you're already doing well, then of course you can get your dream home. But if you're starting out like many of us, we're in the average 2s, 3s, and 4s, it may not be your dream home. However, it'll be your home. You're creating wealth through equity. Now, my wife and I, number one, let me say Friday, big shouts out to 100 Academy of Excellence. I'll tell you, they opened their doors on Nevada Day, and we had a great crowd to come through, get free credit reports. And I'll tell you what, those clients left there saying, my credit isn't as bad as I thought it was. And that's what we're designed here for at DeVille Realty. We want to show you how to get your credit back on track. I know you messed up, you paid, you overcharged, things happen, divorce, death of a spouse, whatever. Whatever's happened in your life, life happens. However, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. There is a new beginning that can start. And what do you want to start? By getting out of that high rent. I've been looking at the rate of rent right now, and the rate of rent is as much as a mortgage. I have a 6-bedroom home, and my mortgage is $13.54 a month for a 6-bedroom home. Now, rental for that same 16 is $1,800 to $2,200 a month to rent the same house. So it's less expensive for you to own a home with the interest rates where they are today. Interest rates are well. And I have many people say, well, what are the interest rates? They call about getting approved, and they're worried about interest rates, but you don't care that you're paying 100% when you rent. Do you realize you're paying 100% when you rent with no ROI, no return on your investment? It's just rental. And the only thing you get back, you've been there 5 years. Let's say you've been there 5 years at $1,500 a month. Do you realize you've given $90,000 to a landlord with no return on your investment? That's right. When you move out, the only return you're going to have is the return of that deposit you put on when you first rented that property. That's it. You don't have anything else to come forth from your staying there other than the landlord receiving benefit of equity and you taking care of the property. Because I go to a lot of homes where renters are, and I mean, everybody's not tearing up. People actually do very well. They take care of homes, take care of their apartments. But let me show you how to become a owner. So if you got a Land Rover and a landlord, I need you to call me. If you're driving a big body Benz and you live, or a Jaguar, Chrysler 300s, and you parking them in an apartment building, I need you, if you know somebody that's doing that, tell them to call DeVille. 702-787-7559. 3 locations to serve you. Boca Park, Summerlin. Let me see. Centennial Hills. We're also in our newest location in Henderson, Green Valley. So we're all over the valley to serve your real estate needs. Now, many of you may have credit challenges. That's your boy. Been there, done that. Credit challenges in 2015. I'll tell you what, someone gave me information, much like I'm doing for you all, giving you information about becoming a homeowner. So first, let's face the elephant in the room. What is that? That's your credit. Let's deal with your credit. Let's face it. I mean, many times it's like your taxes. You just, shouts out to Leah Crawford. And I met with her and she says, well, we got work to do. You've got some great benefits in your tax returns and things like that, but we've got work to do. And the great part is I own a home, so there's great tax benefits that are available to you that you may not get when you're renting someone else's home. However, they get the tax benefit, but you don't. So there's so many avenues. But the first thing we want to do is I want you to call 702, or you can text the word credit, 702-787-7559. And let's start with your credit. Let's find out where you are. Let's set you with a lender. Let's let the lender determine what it is you may need to do to get in position to own your own home. Is that okay? 702-787-7559. You want to get in front of a lender. Let's find out what it is that you need to do. Let's just go ahead and face it. You know, we're in the 4th quarter of the year. And one of the reasons I like to start credit reviews now is so you can get a head start on 2020. Praise God, man. It's beautiful. If you get a head start, you'll already be winning by 2020. Some of you may just have a few minor things to do that you can do within the next 30 days and still get in line to purchase a home. It only takes 30 days to close. So once you meet with a lender, let them review what it is necessary that you need to do to get in position to own a home. Guess what? It may be something minor. Many people think because I have credit, medical, I get a lot of medical and student loans. You just need to be paying of 1% on your student loan, 1%. So if you owe, get on that 1% plan and no more deferments. I understand lenders aren't allowing deferments anymore. However, you get on that plan, start making those payments. If you have some IRS taxes, start making those payments. Get in that 90-day plan. And I'll tell you what, you get a head start on 2020 right now, guess what you can do? You could possibly own beginning January. But you got to make the call. Too many times we've let procrastination have a seat right next to us. And it follows us everywhere we go. The only thing we're on time for is work because we're on that last pink slip notice. It's the only thing we're on time. But we'll procrastinate on getting into equity, creating wealth through equity. Do you realize? So someone gave me information, again, much like I'm doing you all, to share with you about getting your credit together. Now, it's the end of the year. I want to see you get that credit on track. How are we going to do it? You're going to have a free credit report on DeVille Realty. You got to make the call, 702-787-7559. You can text the word credit, or you can call that number, speak to the lovely, the beautiful Marquetta DeVille over there, and let her go ahead and set you up with one of our preferred lenders. We have about 8 lenders that are on standby to review it with you. Just tell them Greg DeVille sent you. They'll review your credit with you, absolutely free, a free credit report on DeVille Realty. I guarantee one thing, you'll leave there with an answer. Now, it's never no, it just may be not right now. So although it's not right now, we're going to give you a game plan, if you will. You know, when you get in the game with the coach, that's right, they give you a game plan. This is our game plan to win the game. Winning the game is winning the home ownership. So we want to give you a game plan, say this is how you're going to do it. You're going to pay this, okay? You're going to dispute that, because this is exactly what they told me to do in 2015. By the end of 2016, December 29, 2016, guess what? I closed on our home. Praise God. Now we're going on 3 years this year. We've got nearly $140,000 in equity. I would have never gotten that. In fact, it would have been the other way around. I was renting for $1,500 a month. I was there for 3 years. I gave $54,000 to the landlord. Now he got the equity. Now that I'm a homeowner, I'm getting that equity. And so my job is to enlighten the community of what's available to you. But you got to make the call. The seat of do nothing. Got to get off your seat of do nothing and do something. What is that I want you to do? I want you to call DeVille. Call Greg DeVille, DeVille Realty, the team there at DeVille Realty Group, 702-787-7559. That's the number you got to call. We want to hear from you. It's imperative that I hear from you now in the fourth quarter, because everybody at the beginning of the year is rushing. We got a new start. No, get a new start now. How about that? If we find out where we are now, we're ahead of the game. 2020 gets here. You already got a head start of what you need to do. Just focus on it. Sometimes I've seen people, it takes 30 days of what they needed to do. And guess what? They got into a home. Sometimes, for me, it was a 90-day. By the 94th day, I was good. Somebody else, it took 6 months. It doesn't matter. Just start now. You know, I tell you, when they start the NBA game, sometimes they miss the first few jump shots. But they heat up. They get hot. They start hitting them, man. You know, that's where I want to see you all. Let's get a head start. Let's find out where we are. Let's deal with the credit. We had a great credit symposium on Friday, and what a great turnout. I had 6 lenders in the room from 6 different lending institutions, and I'll tell you what, I'm probably the only guy who can put 6 lenders in the same room from different companies, and we all had a great event. Turned out great. The community came out. There was some of you who would like to have been there, just weren't able to do the work or what have you. I'll tell you what, here's another opportunity, but it's going to be by way of telephone. Okay, I want you to call the lender direct. Let the lender tell you what to do. They're going to sit there, make an appointment. If you're a married couple, so what? You lost your home. You short sold it. You were foreclosed on, and it's been longer than 3 years. I want you to forgive yourself. I don't care if it's been 6 months. I want you to forgive yourself. Life happens. But if it's been longer than 6 or 3 years that you have not owned a home, it's a new beginning. Stop living life in the rearview mirror, saying, I can't be a first-time buyer. The Federal Housing Administration says if you have not and you currently do not own a home, you are a first-time home buyer. So stop shooting yourself in the foot and receive the benefits and the blessings that are available to you. 702-787-7559. Talk to the lovely, the beautiful Marquetta DeVille and Team DeVille over there, and let's help you get a head start in this fourth quarter. I must say, a lot of games have been won in the fourth quarter. People have struggled in the first few quarters of the game, but I've seen some great comebacks. Wouldn't you agree? Think about it. Some great comebacks have come in the fourth quarter. So now I want to make sure I continue to reiterate to you, the fourth quarter is now. Now is the time, not tomorrow. Put that word text out there, 702-787-7559. Text the word credit. If you can't talk, text the word credit and tell a good time that we can reach you. We'll have a lender reach out to you, do that credit report, and let's find out what it is that you need to do to get in position. Is that all right? I want to give big shouts out this morning to Tanya Manning. She's about ready to close on a brand new build home. And so we have been waiting. Now, if you're going to a new home builder, please, ma'am, sirs, do not go to new home builders without representation. Who do you need? You need to call Greg DeVille at DeVille Realty Group. Call us before you go to the new home builders. You need representation. It's very important that you get representation. You go to that new home builder and guess what? You don't find out everything that's available. They're not going to, they work for the new home builder. Those reps that are there smiling, looking very nice and professional, they represent the new home builder. It's free buyer representation with DeVille Realty. For you to call me like Mr. Shouts out to Mr. Hughes. Mr. Hughes said, DeVille, I'm going over to the new home builder and I want to take you with me so that I can have representation as well. He understands it's free buyer representation. I says, when you going? He says, well, I'm on my way now. I says, well, I'm on my way too. And so we'll meet you there and let's make sure that you're getting the representation. Let us ask the question that you may not even think about asking. That's our job. Want to give big shouts out to Marcus Allen, who was on our show on Friday. Marcus Allen is an entrepreneur in the community. Marcus is the owner of the Masterpiece Barber School, as well as 5 barbershops here in the Valley. And so Marcus Allen is a great young man who is from Las Vegas, a native in his own right. And I'll tell you what, he came on Friday and shared how he started in the game. He has about 8 homes, I think he told me. And he started with his first one and he built some equity and took the equity and bought his next home. And so it's just matriculated from there. And I'll tell you what, that's a great testimonial for many of us who have one home. We start here, pull the equity. I've seen many people take equity to buy a car, and it depreciates once you leave the market. However, take that equity and get a home, and let the tenant that's renting the home buy your new car. I heard Rich Dad, Poor Dad say the wife wanted a new Mercedes. And so he says, well, I'll tell you what, go buy a fourplex, and one of the tenants that's renting one of the units will pay your car note. So instead of taking that money for that car, put it down on a fourplex. Now you've got 4 incomes. The units are paying for themselves and you got income. Guess what you do? Now one of the tenants are paying that $700, $800, $900 Mercedes-Benz car note or what have you. But that's how you do it. You don't just take money for cars. And many times I see people refinance a home using the funds for something that, again, shoes, clothes, trips. And that's okay. But I would say do something that is reinvesting, that will allow you to have a residual income. It's very important. Many of you are about to retire soon, or you know someone that is, and they've been owning their home 4, 5, 10 years. There's equity in there that you can utilize for fourplex. I always like to say fourplex because that's what's really hot right now, because you have 4 income versus just buying one home. One home could probably give you $1,800 a month, but the mortgage payment, it give you $2,000 a month. But you got a mortgage payment, and so you're left with $300 or $400. It's not a real big investment. The big investment is a fourplex that's paying $3,200 a month, and you're paying back $1,500, which gives you another $1,700 left over. And so that's the real investment I want to see you get. Fourplex, already occupied, already rented. Guess what? You want more information? Give me a call, 702-787-7559. That's the number you need to know. Creating wealth through equity is our slogan here at DeVille Realty Group. Now, I want to give you a chance to call us, talk to us. Again, in this 4th quarter, get a free credit report on DeVille Realty Group. You've got to do it. It's very important that you call us and get started with your credit. The notice of default that I mentioned just a little while ago, the notice of default. Those of you that are on that notice of default, in other words, you've got delinquent in your mortgage, give me a call. You may have equity in your home. If you have equity in that home, if the bank forecloses, you don't get that equity back. That equity is done. So I want you to be sure that you're aware. Be sure that you're aware that there may be equity that's there for you if the bank takes the home. Now, although you may be 3-4 months behind, and you have not gotten a notice of sale date. Now, many times the banks are sending these letters and you're not checking your mail. You've got to read your mail. I know you say, I don't want to read it because I know I'm behind. But in that one of those letters, it's going to give you a sale date. If they sell that home while you're there, you may get a knock on the door, and the new owners that buy it at the auction may give you 3 days. I've seen it, 3 days to move out. I'm not here to frighten you, but I'm here to give you wisdom and say, let's act now. Don't wait. Procrastination has gotten us where we are. And we've got to get to the place that we're willing to get off our seat of do nothing and do something. Make the call. Find out how can you help me, Mr. DeVille? Here's where I'm at. Many times we allow pride to get rid of us. If you take the P off of pride, it'll take you for a ride. If you take the E off of ride, it'll get rid of you. And many times we're letting pride, I don't want anybody to know. Listen, when they foreclose on that home, they're going to put a foreclosure notice on the window. You don't want nobody to know. Everybody gonna know. At least if I sell it, nobody knows. They just think you sold the house. So let's be smart about it. Let's just sell the home, give you the equity. You don't have to pay me. It comes out of escrow. So you're not paying anything out of pocket. I'm here to help you put some money in your pocket by saving the equity that may be in your home. Notice the operative word, may be in your home. There may be, but however, you may have exhausted. I know there's sometimes very little left over in the amount of equity in the home. I have sometimes trying to, even if it's just 10,000. If you're losing a home and I could save you 10,000, I mean, I'm seeing more than that. I've just almost a year now, we've helped families get over 140,000 in equity. They couldn't borrow the money. They were delinquent. When you get delinquent on your mortgage payment, you may have equity, you can't refinance it because you're delinquent. No one wants to loan on a delinquent mortgage. So if you're hearing me or you know someone that this can help, please, you are your brother's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. It is very notable of me to be able to share with my brother, man, don't lose your equity. DeVille was talking about it on the radio. Those of you that are CCSD bus drivers, big shout out to you, Metro, Northtown, Henderson, detectives. You all don't own homes. You need to get in home. If you're a veteran, you only need a 500 credit score. Isn't that great? You only need a 500 credit score as a veteran to get a home. So stop renting. You know it's no money down. If you're a widow of a deceased spouse that was military and you're receiving their benefits, you can too get into home ownership using if you're receiving their benefit, you were married at the time of their demise. I've seen many families able to use the deceased husband's benefits or the deceased wife. You've got to be receiving their benefits right now. You've got to have been married to them at the time of their demise. However, for more information, give us a call, 702-787-7559. Those are the numbers you need to have. We're here to help you. Free buyer representation. Don't say, well, I can buy a house without DeVille and save that money. There's no money to save. There is no money to save because it's free buyer representation. It's like going to court pro bono. That's what we do here at DeVille Realty Group, 702-787-7559. You can call the office as well, 702-515-4100, 702-787-7559, or you can call our Centennial location, 702-515-4100. Veterans, we want to appreciate your service to this great country, and we want to thank you in advance for calling us and telling you. And let me appreciate the many of you who've given DeVille Realty as a referral. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for referring us to your family members and your friends. Local, in-state, out-of-state, they want to move here to Las Vegas. Look, I appreciate you telling them to call us. We're a wealth of knowledge at DeVille Realty. We do tons of educational courses. If you're a realtor right now and you're paying monthly fees, at DeVille, we don't charge monthly fees. We do have a transaction fee. However, we do broker support, offer broker support, and we have training. So you can be trained in this business. Many times you go to big companies, you're just lost out there. I'm getting agents joining Team DeVille who are coming from big companies that feel lost, and you just get mixed in the shuffle. At DeVille Realty Group, we're the largest black real estate company in Nevada, and we're growing. We're with 3 locations now. If you're in Henderson, you want to be with a company that's doing something that's excited. We're on radio. We've got several platforms. We're giving big shout out. Rhea Watson and the Scholarship Solutions, and so many things we give back to helping in the community. We have been blessed. Financially, spiritually, I'll tell you. And so we want to help. We want to give back. And that's what we do here at DeVille Realty. So if we could be of an assistance to you, please remember to call us. You want to know where your credit is in the 4th quarter of the year. Get a head start now. Don't wait and say, well, I'm going to do it January 1st. It takes all of 5 minutes on the phone to speak with a lender. Let the lender review your credit and see where you are. The lender is the pulse to this whole thing. The lender is the heartbeat, if you will. You know, without the heartbeat, I mean, your life won't exist. Loans don't exist without a lender. So we appreciate our lenders. And we thank God for our lenders who help educate the community. Not everybody could be a lender with DeVille. Some people are just about the money. It can't just be about the money. You got to be about helping the community. The money will come. Just give the help. And that's what we do here at DeVille Realty Group. We're really excited about helping out. Again, that number to call at the office in Centennial, 702-515-4100. That's our Centennial location, 702-515-4100. To call the Henderson location, 702-787-7559. So those are our phone numbers, our locations. We're here to serve the community. We want to give big shout out Power 88, General Manager Craig Knight, and what he offers here with the platforms that we have at KCEP. We are one is the slogan here. And at DeVille Realty Group, we are excited to help in the community. So again, Power 88 for what they're doing, giving us a platform to share great information. So until I talk to you on Friday at 9 a.m., listen, have a great week. I look forward to hearing from you. Give me a call. Again, those numbers before I go. Centennial office is 702-787. Centennial office is 702-515-4100. The Henderson location is 702-787-7559. Those are the numbers you need to have. Listen, I look forward to hearing from you. Until I talk to you this week on Friday at 9 a.m., have a great week, a productive week, and a prosperous week. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Thank you.